Alright, I'm gonna try and keep this concise because every time I record, I tell myself, Elijah, you have to be quick. And I end up yapping. So no more yapping. This Big Six thing does not exist. It's not real. It's a phony. It's a folks. We have been bamboozled. And it isn't a Big Six. It's a Big Five. We don't deserve to be in this top six, man. Tottenham is not a Big Six club. And I'm tired of hearing about it's because of finances that we're there and we generate all this money.
Only lame niggas say that shit.
None of us care about the money we generate, I'm gonna be real. Daniel Levy done wasted the money on a new stadium, more Travis Scott concerts than trophies won. What I care about and what every single Tottenham fan cares about is winning. The divide comes from whether we think we're going to win or not and why that is. But we all want the same thing. What's the point of us being part of this Big Six if our money goes into Levy's pockets or a new stadium or hosting concerts and we don't spend money in the transfer market? And then when we do spend money in the transfer market, just for Ange alone, we get players like Dragerson, Brendan Johnson, Solanke, Archie Gray, Bergfowl, Odebear. They're not what we need to be competing with the Big Six, quote unquote. And we know what the Big Six are. I'm not about to start listing all these teams, but I am going to put them on the screen. Dead ass. I'm going to put them on the screen. How are we supposed to be competing with these guys if we're spending money on players that wouldn't get into any of these teams, if we're being serious? So what was the point? I don't know what the point was. Like, most of our signings aren't to compete with these guys. It's to slash the wage bill, if we're being real, which again makes no sense because we have Timo Werner on 120 flipping K a week. So make that one make sense. This is the problem I have, right? This is where I really get it from. We are a big club by name and by finances, but we act like a small team, or we act like a mid-table team. And obviously we can point the fingers. The real answer, the correct answer is that it's a mix of a bunch of things. My answer is that it's Daniel Levy, bro. The Voldemort himself, the Lex Luthor, the Eric Ten Levy. He's created the Tottenham curse. He's created the Spursy thing, whatever you want to call it. Most of the fan base hate him. It should be the whole fan base, but for some reason it's not. Yeah, fuck that guy, man. And even if Ange is the one to take us forward, Levy has not helped him at all. It's peak. And the thing is that Daniel Levy, all he has to do, right, is win a trophy or put a manager in position to win a trophy. That's all he has to do, man. I understand you gotta spend money to do that. And Levy, he does not want to spend. And even when he spends it in the wrong areas. So he can end up saving money at some later point. Bro, just put the pen to paper and sign the checks, bro. Because if you establish a culture of winning, that's going to generate more money. It's not that hard of a concept to understand, but my man values top four more than the trophies. And for some reason, we just don't take the cup seriously. For whatever reason, I don't know. I've seen some people say we need top four in the trophy.
Boy, if you don't.
When has that ever been Tottenham? Like, I'm sorry, what? You want top four and a trophy? When has Tottenham ever done that? The last time we won a trophy, we had more losses than wins. The fuck you mean we want top four and a trophy? I understand if you have the criticisms of Ange and you're Ange out. I understand that. I understand if you're Ange in and you think this manager's the way to go forward. I have no problem with either side right now. But to say that you want top four and a trophy, what other manager in Tottenham's recent history has done that? When was the last time a Tottenham manager did that, period? And this is what we want? We gotta start questioning our own thought processes, because top four in a trophy, you know who that's for? That's for these clubs. It's not for this club. It's for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what it's for. It's not for us. That's not for us. We've never done that. And the question I want to ask, right? I said Eric Ten Levy before. Let's talk about the actual person, Eric Ten Hag. Let's take Eric Ten Hag's entire Manchester United managerial career. Every single fixture, every single result, every single trophy won, every single battering, every single Champions League exit. Take all of that. Would you want that at Tottenham? Like, just take his Man United career, and then instead of being at Man United, he's at Tottenham. Everything stays the same. Do you take Ten Hag? Us getting battered in the league, getting dick down, pause, no Diddy, no sketch in the Champions League. Would you take us getting embarrassed with dead football, getting played off the park by every team we go against, with an FA Cup and a League Cup? Would you take that? And I know, don't even act like you would not take that here if it meant you'd get a League Cup and an FA Cup. But guess what? They didn't take it. They wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take it. And they wouldn't take it. You can argue if you want to. You can try and lie to yourself if you want to. But the actual big teams that have standards and history of winning with mentality, they're not taking that. Hell, Man United just sacked him, so they clearly didn't want it. They clearly didn't think it was good enough for a club their size. And we're supposed to be competing with that. We're the only team in this big six, quote unquote, that would take that Ten Hag embarrassment. That Milky Way Easter egg peeled potato head. We would take that if it meant we got trophies. The rest of the teams wouldn't take that because you know why? Those type of trophies are not luxury, it's an obligation. And that's why we're not a big six team, because winning trophies is not an obligation for us, it's a luxury. And until we make it an obligation, we're going to take any manager who will do any type of shit to us as long as they bring in a trophy. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. We're cooked either way, man. Peace.